Katee, a lot of your key moments are correspondence over the phone. How did you approach those scenes and made sure those kind of indirect back and forth with Josh Hartnett was still entertaining? Because that's always a tricky thing for an actor.
Oh, it is for sure. I mean, especially making sure that you've got that relationship with him and, you have fun still on the phone. I mean, the whole movie is such a heightened adrenaline rush that I wanted to make sure that the moments with Catherine in that control room didn't feel low, didn't feel like they didn't belong in the movie. You know what I mean? And so I think that the biggest thing for that is really just the pace, making sure that her pace is still his pace. Everything is high stakes. Everything comes with risk. Everything comes with, terrible, terrible danger associated with it. The decisions that she's making on a split second. And so just making sure that she was constantly moving and looked like she was always thinking was really important to me.
Yeah, and one of the things I liked about your character, and it gets explored through the film, is that you do have that rocky relationship with Josh's character and a past to explore. How important was it, having that extra layers to the relationship rather than you just being that voice in a chair?
Yeah. I think it all provides backstory, which is really great for myself and Josh. He added to it as well. There are scenes where he refers to her as Katee. It shows a familiarity between the two of them that is more than business, which allows you to play more texture. When people have a history, possibly rocky, it allows you to play subtext. And that just adds so much more depth to what is on the page, and that Jim really allowed us to lean into that, which I loved.
And I wanted to ask you about working with the director, James Madigan, because he had done television, but I was really surprised this was his feature debut as a director. I would have never guessed. It's very confidently shot. Well, what stood out about working with him?
Absolutely. He's been successful in this industry for so long that it's no surprise to me that he was able to step in and direct such a wonderful project so quickly. Um, he is concerned about character first and foremost. He is truly a guerrilla filmmaker. I mean, we had a very conservative budget on this. And, you learn tricks when you don't have money to pull from an endless bag, and that's when filmmaking gets really, really fun because you're using tricks of the trade that he'd learned throughout his career in order to pull off some wonderful moments. And there's some crazy deaths in this, crazy deaths, crazy action, lots of blood, lots of insanity, lots of weapons, lots of high stakes. And the way that he chose to shoot that was pivotal to the movie's thrill.